You know, when I answer the phone, I either say yellow or Olo. Yellow because I'm the most insufferable person known to man, and Olo because when I was about 12 years old, this one animated movie came on to FX, and like every child, I based my entire personality around what I just finished watching. Usually it was Spider-Man, Greg Heffley, or Alvin, but this time it was different because no one, and I mean absolutely no one, was talking about this movie. That's since changed. This movie's developed a small cult following about 5 years after its release, but do you know how stupid I sounded when people would say hello, and I would respond with Olo, then they would stop and say it's Ola, and then I'd have to try and not look moronic by saying that no, it's actually a reference to
Going in the wind is an empty of the teeth and it's naked. It's verbatim and it's shaking. Na 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 na. No more getting elated. No more listless imitations.
First things first, Megamind is hysterical. Humor is subjective, I know that, but if you don't laugh at a single joke in this movie, something is objectively wrong with you.
Can't trap justice. It's an idea, a belief.
Even the most heartfelt belief can be corroded over time.
Justice is a non-corrosive metal.
But metals can be melted by the heat of revenge.
It's revenge, and it's best served cold.
But it can be easily reheated in the microwave of evil.
Well, I think your warranty is about to expire.
Maybe I got an extended warranty.
Warranties are invalid if you don't use the product for its intended purpose.
Also, people say this movie is a critique of the superhero genre, and that's not true, right? Yeah, they make fun of superhero tropes, but they still fall into said tropes. It's just cleverly disguised with the subversion that the bad guy isn't so bad, you know? It's more so an observation on the effects of nature versus nurture, privilege versus impediment. Metro Man was handed a life of luxury on a silver platter. Metro Man is kind of like the Superman archetype, but worse. Not to say he's a bad person, but Superman loves helping people. Kindness is in his blood. For Metro Man, this is a 9-to-5 job, and the movie starts when he decides to clock out. Megamind is Lex Luthor if he wasn't a dick. He was born with nothing, raised in the trenches, and this is like my 8th video, but if you know anything about me, anything at all, you know I love underdogs, top 3 character types, so this movie already has that going for it. Megamind wants citywide domination, but what he really needs is to be accepted. Megamind has been ostracized from every community he's ever been a part of except for the bad ones. You can't blame him for doing bad things, it's all he's ever learned. He's just being a little goofy, there's nothing wrong with being a silly little guy, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I think of when I think of Megamind and Metro Man's dynamic? I think of this. Megamind just needs a little bit of love, that's all. And there's nothing wrong with that. Titan, on the other hand, Titan is fucked. Little story, I used to be cringe. I used to be the, oh, nice guys finished last dude. I used to play that Ryan Higa song on repeat, but then I grew up. That song is still fire, but I realized I'm not entitled to someone's affection solely because I'm nice. How? Hal is not grown up. Hal is the embodiment of entitlement. He's what I would have been 10 years ago. He is the nice guy complex on whatever was in this gun. Toxins of Megamind personified, needless violence and insatiable desire for companionship. Megamind is willing to lie. Titan is willing to murder an entire city, I guess. The Man of Steel has nothing on Titan. Never mind. Do you know what I hate about this movie? What I really don't like about this movie more than anything? In the prison where Megamind admits his wrongdoings and Roxanne calls out to him is so unnecessarily sad. The score, holy, it's Hans Zimmer. The framing, it's just so emotional, and I have no idea why they decided, why they felt it was necessary to include this line.
Please don't make this city. Don't make Roxanne pay for my wrongdoings.
Anyway, great movie. You're not entitled to love, you're entitled to kindness, but only if you give it back. Golden Rule type beat, 9 out of 10.